Hello, so this is a brand new Mini 12 with an interactive LED fingerboard. I'm just going to walk you real quick through some of the presets and some of the features of this brand new nifty gadget here. So first let's take a look at our main input where we choose our presets and we can edit programs. So if you can see in there right now, we're currently on the very first preset, which is guitar tuned all in fourths, and it also is determining what our pads do and how they interact with our system here. So as I said, I'm currently all in fourths, so I can play across the strings and get all perfect fourths. And you may also notice that as I play these strings that they're lighting up, kind of show where I've played. So we call that our latch lighting, and I can control how long that lasts with this bottom fader right here. On top is just going to control volume. And if we take a look at some of our other controls here, you can see we've got a variety of pads and some other buttons and a joystick. So this joystick is a four-way joystick that controls pitch as well as modulation. And again, all of these controls are totally programmable, so this is just what this current preset does. So you can hear the pitch change, you can hear the modulation come on. We have 12 pads here. 3 of them are underneath the XY pad. So here they are labeled from 1 to 12. Is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We also have 6 string triggers, which you can use to sort of play this more like a traditional guitar. And those are programmable to choose which strings you want to play with. We also have these buttons here, which are going to do octave shift, patch change. So I can change the patch of my my synthesizer directly from here. Guitar poly changes it if I want to be able to play multiple notes on a single string. So in guitar mode, I can do hammer-ons and pull-offs. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get it a little lower. So here I'm doing a hammer-on pull-off. But if it's on poly mode, then I can play 2 notes on that string at the same time. So that's really useful if you're doing a 2-hand tapping and you want to be able to play chords and bass notes down here and be able to tap melodies up here, or vice versa. There's also a write function that'll help you create presets a little bit quicker, and a record function that you can program these pads to play back chords or notes of your choosing. There's also a panic button in case your synthesizer gets stuck. It'll clear that out. Alright, so that's a basic rundown of this preset. Let's look at the next one. It's just called Guitar. And this one splits the neck into 2 guitar fingerboards. So tuned like standard guitars, but one is raised up an octave higher, so that you can, or an octave lower rather, so you can play bass lines on it a little bit more easily. And other than that, it's functioning just like the other preset. Now if we go into the next one, it's called Guitar Fourth XY. So this is just like the first one where we're in fourths, perfect fourths, but now we have the XY pad enabled. So I can go and I can press a note, and I can control the pitch by going this way, and the modulation by going this way. So those are totally programmable. Here I'm going to go put ahead on a different patch so we can hear it a little bit more clearly. Let's try this one. So there's a lot of different fun stuff you can do with that. And I also have a preset for the guitar split mode that uses the XY pad, just like in the previous one. The next preset is one for Ableton Live. We're not currently connected, so I'm going to go ahead and skip to LED tar. So this one is kind of designed to show off all the various LED effects on this instrument. So we have some preset scripts that I can run. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to load up a script just by pressing this button right here. As you can see, it's going through a variety of our different effects, which I can control the speed of now using this knob. So something also really cool is a lot of these effects are interactive. So if I go ahead and play some notes, I'm actually adding colors that are going to be used in these various patterns. So this one's our grand demo, so it's going through a variety of scripts. Here's another one. This one's kind of a spiraling kind of script. That one's kind of cool. There's this one, which is going to cycle through preset ROM images. So this one kind of looks like fire, and you can change the speed of it. Again, it looks pretty cool. And you notice you can see that pretty clearly even though we're in a well-lit environment. In the dark, these things are really, really bright. Really light up a room. Yeah, you can see right there. Pretty cool stuff. Alright, and then we have kind of this VU meter script. As you can see, it's kind of going over top of the other lights. But I'm kind of controlling, depending on how hard I press, how far over these lights are going, either that way or up the fretboard. So, and actually I'll make you be able to see that a little bit better if we go over here and then back. There you can see the VU meter going all the way up. And that's changing depending on how hard I hit that. You can also do that with the XY pad too. By sliding my finger up, I can light up all the frets. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with here. It's all detailed in our manual, and I definitely recommend checking that out. Let's just take a quick look at our inputs and outputs. So if I go over here to the side panel, you can see I'm currently plugged in. This is our MIDI out right here. So this also powers our instrument, and is going right to my my synthesizer right there, that motif. We also have a MIDI in, so you can do MIDI throughs if you'd like, and a volume pedal and sustain pedal jack. So here's the power button as well. So on the power, right now I'm selected to be powered by MIDI power, but I can be in the off position, or I can be in the USB powered position. So that's kind of useful if you're just sitting at your computer and you don't need the lights necessarily, but you just want to get it connected to your computer for various reasons. Here's a USB jack right there. Now on USB power, it's not going to be able to power the lights because you only get a few volts through USB. Not quite enough to power all the lighting systems. So again, there's the USB jack down at the bottom. There's our control panel. Here's it in off position, and there it is in the lighted position. You can see the lights go back on. And that's about it. That'll do it. Hope you enjoy your brand new Mini 12.